Hiya! Welcome! Gone back to my favourite place to buy second-hand vinyl records, Discogs Marketplace. Just going to be a quick unboxing or mail opening really, as this isn't a box today, as there is just two 7-inch singles in here, both from the same seller, obviously, both by the same artist. So without further ado, let me get my trusty yellow knife ready. Yes, we do need it today. And have a sizzle. Woo! Okay, this should be fairly simple to open. The price of these, I'm trying to remember. I think altogether, including postage, came to £6. This is really taped on tight, this. I can't remember the price of the individual records, but postage was like £2 something, so that minus off £6. Mathematics isn't my strong point. God blimey, is it super glued together, this? So we open it. Oh, that's nice. Now that's the seller from Discogs, and they've actually put the records in one of their own little plastic bags. Action Records, there you go. They have their own website. I believe it's a proper record shop in London, I think. Go and check them out at actionrecords.co.uk. Oh no, it's not London, I apologise, it's Preston. I was only about 250 miles out, don't judge me. But yeah, Action Records from Preston, there we are. So you can visit them, and they've got phone number and everything, but it'll be easier for the majority of people to visit their website, or indeed their Discogs Marketplace store, like what I did. Right, I will get one record out, and then the second one. Oh yeah! This was the one that I was really wanting, and when I saw that Action Records had it in mint condition, with its proper sleeve and everything, I thought, yeah, I'll get it. This is the Cuban Boys Theme for Prim and Proper EP.
Say I'm most terribly sorry. I say I'm most terribly sorry. I say I'm terribly sorry. I say I'm most terribly sorry. I say I'm most terribly sorry. Oh, I say bad luck. Bad luck.
Looks like it's got a little insert in here. I'll just take this out because I didn't know it came with this. Oh, it's nice. It's a bit like a postcard. It's not a postcard because there's too much text on the back. Oh, that's really cool, that. And it talks about all 4 tracks on here. Brilliant. Really like that. That's a really nice little bonus thing, that. I didn't even know that was in it. And I just like this kind of minimalist, almost 1950s stroke early 60s style generic sleeve that isn't actually generic. That is brilliant, that. I love that. And the vinyl, I believe, is yellow. Let's take it out and have a look. Oh, look at that. I think this is actually the first coloured vinyl that I've got in my collection. And I've been collecting a lot of vinyl records lately, as you know. But I do believe this is my first coloured record. Marvellous, that. Supposedly, I think this is unplayed, according to the listing on Discogs. Side A, it is Theme for Prim and Proper and Flossie's Alarming Clock. I said the EP was called Theme for Prim and Proper. It's not. The EP is called Old School for Scoundrels, so sorry about that, I got it mixed up. But yeah, Old School for Scoundrels EP, and side B, 10 Happy Fingers, which is one of my favourite Cuban Boys tracks, and also Open the Door Richard. I am familiar with all 4 of those tracks, but I just thought it'd be cool to own another Cuban Boys record, or another 2 Cuban Boys records, as I've got one more to go. I bought the Helen Love Cuban Boys 12-inch Does Your Heart Go Boom remix EP a couple of months ago. That unboxing or mail opening is somewhere in my music collecting playlist. But yeah, that is fantastic, that, and I'm going to have a proper read of the little postcard insert bit later on as well. So you know what the artist is, because I said it's 2 records from the same artist. Oh, just take this out, see? Yeah, this is just like a thank you note. Oh, look at that. The Action Records story, Chased by Nuns, is available on Vimeo. Ah, I think I'll have to watch that. It's just a short documentary, apparently. So, little short film about the actual record shop. That's going to be interesting. I will watch that very soon. I like documentaries. I like record shops. It's a no-brainer. I think they've separated these. Yeah. So that's the normal sleeve there. And here's the record that they've separated. So the second 7-inch single is on Damaged Goods label. Cuban Boys once again. It's their cover of the Sex Pistols' EMI. Excellent. I think this one is also supposed to be in unplayed condition. There's a little bit of ring wear, but you expect that when you've got records just sitting round for years. This isn't a sleeve as in like a proper one, it's just like a fold out thing, look. What the thing to do is just to have it like that, look, which is fine. That's how they made it. Cuban Boys, little indie synth pop duo, although I think they've had other members. I think they were a trio, possibly even a 4-piece at this point, because there's 4 people on there. There's Ricardo Autobahn. I can't remember the names of the others, but I know of Ricardo Autobahn. I followed him on Twitter for many years. Nice guy. His main claim to fame, apart from Cuban Boys, was he produced the Eurovision Song Contest entry in whatever year it was when Daz Sampson entered with the rather underrated, I thought, Teenage Life. Back when Eurovision was good and not every country in Europe hated us. Cover of EMI, originally by the Sex Pistols on side A, and a track I've never heard before, Willfully Obscure, on side B. Interesting sort of sleeve design, this. Feels quite heavyweight vinyl, this does as well. Yeah, 2001 is when this was out. None of these made the charts. I think they probably even struggled to get into the indie charts, actually. There's just so little mainstream interest in the Cuban Boys by them, which was a shame, as people tend to think of them as a one-hit wonder because they were one of the Christmas contenders in 1999 with the awesomely irritating, or irritatingly awesome, Cognoscenti versus Intelligentsia. That reached, I think, number 4-ish. It was in the top 10, certainly, but it's missed out on the Christmas number 1 spot by quite a way. They're giving me a little plastic outer sleeve as well, which is always nice. Fantastic, there we are. 2 Cuban Boys singles. Quite an obscure act. Therefore, it can be a little bit tricky to hunt these records out in great condition, but I've been a fan of these guys, really, since around 1998, really, when I first heard them on the John Peel Show on Radio 1. And they haven't really done an awful lot in a few years, but hopefully they'll be back releasing some new material pretty soon. Wonderful stuff. That's going to be it from me for today. Thank you all for watching this little mail opening, as I've added a couple of cool indie 7-inch singles to my collection. Really happy about the Old School for Scoundrels EP, if nothing else, simply for this awesome yellow vinyl. That's brilliant. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please keep your comments coming. I love to read them. I love to respond to them. I'm going to go now and give these 2 new Cuban Boys singles a listen on my record player. Thank you also to Action Records for great service, taking great care in packaging these records up. Do check those guys out and their little documentary video on Vimeo as well. I do hope that you will all join me for my next record mail opening video. Cheers everyone. Excuse me. See ya!